the New York Knicks, who aren't doing too hot, right, Owen, despite winning two times at the Garden?
They opened the season, 2 home games, 2 wins, beat the Cavs, beat the Celtics, and then since then they've gone on the road and it's been some tough sledding there. Sunday game in Miami, he always throw that down as a loss. Like any NBA team that's on Miami, playing in Miami on a Sunday, those guys aren't ready to play. So throw that game out the window. Then a bad loss to the Bucks. I think they had that game. They were winning most of it. They controlled most of it. Brunson was phenomenal. 37 points, I believe. 36 points. OG Anunoby was bad in that game, 3 of 11. Karl-Anthony Towns, probably, in my opinion, one of his worst games as a Knick. 2 of 12 from the field. Just taking some abysmal shots. I mean, it was bad, tough to watch. And then a loss to the Bulls on Halloween. Scary. Bulls are 5-0, though, to start the season. One of the best teams in the league, which no one thought they'd be saying right now about the Bulls. But
Josh Giddey,
the Giddler. But, shout out the Bulls. And, I mean, almost triple double for Josh Giddey last night. 32, 10, and 9. It's been rough for the Knicks, but new coach, new system. Mitchell Robinson's first game back. Deuce McBride's missed the last couple games due to personal reasons. They're still figuring out the rotation. Yabusele's been in and out. Played a lot of guys last night. OG Anunoby's been okay. I think it's going to take some time. Figure it out. New coach, new system. I'm not worried yet. Only thing I'm worried about is Josh Hart. But, it's Josh Hart. I'll maybe figure it out. Probably not.
Well, if you heard that mysterious voice that just came over the radio, we have a new friend here, Kurt Sippel.
Hello.
Kurt, I don't know why I brought you into a Knicks segment, to be honest.
I'm
reflecting as I'm speaking into this microphone. I'm
Great
like,
job, Lydia
I just
Pirner.
brought Kurt Sippel, Knicks D2 hater, because D1 would be Chris Carino.
Chris is like A1, D1.
Yes.
It's like
Chris hates the New York Knicks.
Yes.
Embarrassing. His team stinks.
But Kurt, what are your thoughts on the Knicks start this season? And remember, it's a really small sample size.
well, no, it's a small sample size, but it's clear that this Knicks team is.
Someone's got to be the idiot in this segment, and usually it's you, Owen. But
No,
we'll let Kurt be it.
I don't think I'm going to be the idiot. I'm telling. It's currently what's happening is that the Mike Brown defense is not able to be played with this Knicks squad. They don't have the players to do it. Karl-Anthony Towns is clearly lost on the floor a lot of the time. Owen, has he looked like?
Owen's got the most soulless look on his
Owen,
face ever since you walked in the room.
Does he look, Karl-Anthony Towns, like he is involved in this offense or defense very much? Because guess what? He can't play the defense.
It's 5
Guess
games.
what?
Yeah, 5 isn't
Jalen
even enough
Brunson
of a
can't
sample
play
size
the
to
defense.
use like the central
All
limit
you
theorem
told
or
me.
something.
All you told me, Owen. All you told me
It's
about
5
how
games.
good
And it's
they
a
were,
tough 5 games.
how they
well,
how
tough
good
4 games.
how good they were
games.
going to be under Mike Brown now, but Mike Brown doesn't have the arsenal and guys to do it with. So he has
Wait,
to
you know what I
fix up
just
this team
realized?
a
Mike
lot
Brown
more.
and Mike Sullivan. Sorry.
Both Mikes.
Both Mikes.
You can name me D3 Knicks hater, and I will tell you that like, I don't think they're bad. I think they have a good team. I think that they could be really good this season. I think that they got the last 3 games wrong, but I do think that they're a very threatening team. Like, they have their players. They have to kind of get it together. But, like, Brunson, who's their scorer, is, and this hurts to say, draining buckets. Like, he's averaging an insane amount of points per game.
He has to. No one else is going to do it.
I know, but if they all get
Kurt,
behind him like they did for the
No one is.
Yeah,
Who
but
else is going to do
they
it?
didn't last season. They all got behind him towards the end of the season. Like, they all meshed like pretty late and made that big run. So I think if they get it together, they get used to Mike Brown, they get used to their new system.
Different coaching system.
Their coaching system's better than it was.
Well,
It's a lot better than it
Mike Brown is
was.
definitely a better coach than
It's
Tom
been-
Thibodeau, but
Kurt,
Tom
it's been
Thibodeau was a micromanager. That was the problem. And then when he didn't
No.
micromanage, like
I'm just telling you that it's currently looking like the Knicks system is lost to them at the
it's
moment.
5
It's been
games.
They'll get
5
used to
games, and they also yesterday was their first game fully healthy with a healthy rotation, and they're not even healthy. Cat's currently playing with a grade 2 quad strain.
Oh, yep.
I thought it was hamstring.
It's quad. It's
It
a
changes
quad.
every game.
No, it's not. Deuce McBride has barely played. Mitch Robinson played his first game of the season. Josh Hart's gonna be hurt all year,
That
so
might
I don't
be
even
his only
know.
game of the season.
Yabusele's hurt. I mean, like,
Oh, Yabusele, that moves the needle.
he does move the needle when he's healthy and
3 minutes and 3 points.
not severely overweight, but I mean, he's got to get in game shape.
I
But
would-
I'm not worried. Knicks
I-
fans that are worried are worried for no reason. I mean, it's been trap games.
look at the post headlines. I mean, you could see that there's worry around the. You could see that
It's just
there's
fake.
worry
It's just
around
fake.
New
It's
York
fake worry.
media.
It's fake worry.
All right.
I will never
Beat the
underestimate
Cavs and
Knicks
the Celtics, bro.
because
You
I was.
beat- Go ahead.
I said I'll never underestimate the Knicks. I was sitting behind the basket in Game 2 of the playoffs last year and saw my team blow a 20-point lead to them.
Ah, that's so awesome. Wow, I wish I was there. No, listen. Of the
Worst night of my
of the
life.
5 games, it's been
You beat an injured Celtics team.
beat the
You
Cavs,
beat a very injured
trap
Celtics
game
team.
versus the Heat Sunday in
That's a
Miami.
Trap game.
You're on the road
You
in
gotta
Did
Miami.
get
the
humbled
Bulls-
by Tyrese
you gotta play
Halliburton,
the
and that
Bulls
was pretty
again.
awesome.
All right. So listen, you have wins here.
Bucks bad loss. Bulls.
But
Trap
you
game
also
Halloween.
played 5 hard teams, okay?
what do
Cleveland,
they do on
Boston,
Halloween?
Milwaukee, and Chicago are hard teams. Miami
Yeah, Chicago's 5-0.
should have won Miami, but beating Cleveland and Boston, not bad.
Chicago has 5 more wins than the Nets.
They do. We're not talking about the Brooklyn Nets. I know they're bad. Well, good job, Owen. Great observation. They're 0-5. Awesome observation. Half the rookies that we drafted are now in. Half the rookies the Nets drafted are now on the Long Island Nets. I think all of them except Yegor Dioman is on the Long Island Nets at the moment. All right. What do you want?
Shout out, as
What do
Joe
you
Henry
want?
said, shout out Long Island Net.
Shout out the Long Island Nets. Abdu Sembila, Kyle Rose, all former
Fordham Rams.
Fordham Rams. Hook 'em.
That's not even the right.
I don't know.
That's Texas, bro.
I don't know.
You're just hating on the Knicks when you know
There
it's
is
gonna
no
be
hate.
good.
There,
It's
I
5
don't
games.
have hate, but you have winnable games here. You should probably beat the Bulls at home.
Yeah.
You should
Mhm.
beat the Wizards.
Yeah.
The Timberwolves.
Low key though,
The Wizards might be a trap game. Just
the
because
Wizards have low key been kind of like
What's it been
they've
cooking?
lost, but they've given teams
Timberwolves out and
a
Ed.
bit of running for their money.
T-Wolves are still a very good team in general. And then you come to the Sunday, November 9th game against the Brooklyn Nets.
That's a trap game for the Nets.
That actually is a trap game because the Nets are a lot better than people think they are.
I'm sure.
They've made a lot of comeback. They've made
Did
a
you
lot of
say that?
comebacks.
Michael Porter Jr. spends more time on the same mic I'm talking into than he does practicing.
Completely disagree, but okay. I mean, they've made a lot of comebacks into the season so far, and I don't want to shift this into a Nets segment, but their issue right now has been closing out games and not putting in the same amount of effort that they do in the first 3 quarters as they do into the last quarter, because you should be able to beat the Hawks. They made a comeback
I don't
against
know.
the Spurs.
Losing by almost 20 to the Hornets is that's
Well, that was
problematic.
the first game of the season.
It's a tough one.
That was the
Oh.
first game of the season, so I don't really like. But you had a comeback. Oh, you almost completed a comeback against the Cavaliers. You were 1 point behind, and then you couldn't close the game. The Spurs, you almost completed a comeback at the end of the game, and then you couldn't close out the game. The Rockets, you just got annihilated by. And the Hawks is just a game that you should have won. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying in
they
general,
are close.
these are very close matchups that the Nets have been playing. And I think that they're a lot better basketball team than people think they are. But I think they have the same amount of struggles that the Knicks have, which defense is not in their favor. The Nets rank 30th out of 30 in the entire NBA in defensive rating and defense.
I mean, that's
on
that's what's
field
gonna
goal.
happen when you have like MPJ and Cam Thomas on the floor without a like elite rim protector to hold it down. Like Nick Claxton's a very good player,
Nick
but like
Claxton's a
you need if
pretty
you're
elite
gonna
rim
have guys that
protector.
like I think it's the same thing with the Knicks. Like if you look at with Towns and Brunson on the floor, like you need Mitch or Deuce out there along with Mikal and OG just even hold down the fort.
Knicks are 14th in the league in defensive rating, which is not bad.
But that's what they were around there last year, which is like
Top
Tibbs was supposed to
50%.
be a defensive coach, and they were around the middle of the pack in defensive rating. I mean,
Mike Brown is a defensive coach. That's what he specializes in.
I know,
for the
but I'm
most
saying
part.
with this talent though, and the way he plays, we're gonna be more of an offensive team. But their defensive rating in the first game of the season against Cats was really bad. The Cats just kind of shot pretty poorly. Besides Donovan Mitchell, I don't know. I think with the Knicks, you're seeing like what is the big difference. I mean, Mikal Bridges looks like a fully different new player. He looks so
I would
much
agree with
better.
that.
He looks so much better under Mike Brown. Looks playing more free. He's playing way more aggressive. I mean, on our first pick and of the year, we talked about how Mikal Bridges needs to be more like aggressive. Like last year, he was like spamming those mid-range floater
Goated.
fadeaways like
Nets
that he didn't even
goated.
shoot well on. This year he's been more aggressive. He's got 20 points, 24, and 23 points, along with filling up. 11 boards in one, 4 and 6 in last night's game. He's definitely been the difference I've seen with Mike Brown, and I think Cat's gonna take some time. I mean, I think Cat's a really good player, but he's definitely. You saw it in his Timberwolves days. I mean, he's not the greatest. I don't really know even how to put this, but like
He's not a great defender. He doesn't run.
No,
very
but I'm
well.
saying
What
he's a
else do you
super
want?
talented player, but sometimes I feel like he's definitely not
Well, he's huge.
as
I feel like
locked
big
in. I
guys are
guess
never
like
good defense.
I don't know. I don't really know. Like
No,
he doesn't adjust well.
That happened when Tibbs was coaching the Timberwolves. Tibbs felt that he was not very
It's
good.
soft. Well, Tibbs thought he was soft, but Cat had one of his best years last year, besides 3-point shooting last year under Tibbs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this year is going to just take some time. I mean, he's just been shooting so bad, and I think he's also been taking bad shots. It's going to take some time. I mean, the rotation is also fully different. Like last year, it was like him and Brunson play the whole first quarter, and then Cat would have run with the bench for half the second quarter, and then Cat would come out, Brunson would come in. Now they're playing it together a lot more. The rotation's different, playing way less minutes, so I think they'll adjust.
Would you say Josh Hart's the one who is struggling the most under this new system?
I mean, this is not built for him at all. He only played 15 minutes.
Or do you think it's his injury? Do you think it's Mike Brown or the injury or both?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think he should have probably his value is not really come from scoring. It comes from rebounding and being able to like control the ball and play like a secondary point guard ball handler. He should have gotten that surgery on his finger over the off season. He's playing with a splint. He can't shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna shoot with a splint? I'd be a big fan if he got the surgery, he'd be back by playoffs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta just eat it and miss him almost the full season and just get the surgery because he can't shoot and he's been bad. He's been turning the ball over. -18 last night, 0 for 1 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I mean, when have you ever seen Josh Hart finish a game with 1 rebound? He's not starting anymore. I think he's upset about that, but he hasn't played well.
He should be starting.
I don't think he should be starting either, but the scheme really doesn't fit him because he doesn't do a ton of offense, so the ball's not going to go through him. Like last year, they didn't have an offense, so it was kind of just like Brunson or Cat save us. So like Hart had the ball way more, and now in this offense, like the ball's constantly moving. He's not really offering much.
He's a good trade piece for someone that would be a defensive anchor for this team.
That's kind of
I don't know though. I think with his, think
Josh
someone's
Hart? He's not a great trade.
Yeah,
piece,
but think about
he's a
like Josh
throwing
Hart. Like
guy.
he doesn't like to practice. Like he's like what team are you trading him for? Like no contender's gonna want Josh Hart.
No, you don't trade with a contender.
That's
You're
what I'm saying.
trading with, like, the
Also,
Washington
no bad
Wizards.
team also wants Josh Hart because they know what they're gonna get is a guy who's just not gonna want to be there and probably get traded in the offseason.
My thing with the Knicks, though, it's like, no offense, Chris, I'm not talking about the Nets. Like, the Knicks were in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So, like, that starting five, that team is a really good team. So, like, I don't know.
You just
Why
changed
mess
their
with
whole
it?
system.
I don't understand why they did that.
You kind of pulled the rug out from under them.
I-
They could not have been led by Tibbs.
Not me.
anymore.
No,
I'm not a
his-
Knicks fan.
Tibbs-
Not you. I'm saying they could
Tibbs-
not have been
Tibbs-
led by
Tibbs,
Tibbs. any longer.
I agree.
Time was gone. He
But also-
saved the franchise, but the way that they were going was no longer a Tibbs team. I think also players didn't like him. I know Mikal Bridges. I was very open about not really liking Tibbs. I
think
would be
Mikal-
shocked if I don't think Deuce McBride was a fan.
I think Mikal thought that he was going to be playing a bigger role in the offense.
Yeah,
than he
last
did.
year 100%.
And he got
But he
there.
should have been.
Mm-hmm.
He got there, and it was like, all right, you're going to be our prim defender, and you're going to just try to like get to the rim as much as possible.
Last
is,
year
like,
he was
not
only
a
used as like a
bad-
point of attack offense.
But that's not a bad role for Mikal Bridges. That is his game a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's what he did with the Suns.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
when you trade for a guy and he's like, in his head, he's probably like, oh, I'm going to go play with my boys. I'm going to be a big deal here because at the Nets, he was the guy.
Well, the thing I think what he probably thought, with also what all Knicks fans thought, is he was coming to be more Nets Mikal, which was a ball handler and like
He was the main
primary
scorer.
scorer.
He was the first scorer.
And then we kind of got like a mixture between like Suns Mikal and then like a broken version of Nets Mikal that was like kind of not as aggressive as he was with the Nets, but this like was used same defensively as a 3-and-D guy. But this year we're seeing I think a lot more towards like what he was in Brooklyn, and also still being a really good defender. While also, I mean, last year he wasn't getting a ton of assists. Like he's definitely handling the ball more, 6 assists. Like let's see what he averaged last year, but I don't think he averaged a ton of assists because he really didn't have the ball a ton.
He's averaging 4.8 assists right now, 6 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot better. Last year he
Solid numbers,
averaged
14 points,
3,
19 points.
almost a full assist higher.
Cat
games
is
in.
leading them in rebounds, though.
He is. He's
He's the tallest guy on the team.
I mean, he has been crashing them. No, he is a good
Yeah,
rebounder.
but you're acting like he like can't even jump.
I mean, last year he led the team in rebounds too, and I could not believe that happened. I
well,
was
that's
very,
probably also Mitch. Mitch played 16 games. I mean, Mitch
He's
will lead
not-
the team in rebounds if he plays enough games.
Carl
which-
Anthony Towns is not your main center.
No,
and
at
that's
all.
your trade package will include Mitchell Robinson, who's healthy 2% of games, and Josh Hart, who doesn't want to play on your team. So what are you getting back for that?
I don't think they're trading. I think this is the team that they rock with. Probably.
I
through the
think
full
it is. I think
season.
this is this is a stacked team.
It's
whether
a
they
championship caliber.
whether
team.
whether
Oh, yeah.
whether or not they capitalize on it,
Landry Shamet and Ariel Huckporty.
whether or not they capitalize on it, it
Gotta have
is
some
a
end
stacked
of the bench
team.
guys.
Landry Shamet is not an end of the bench guy. He's out in the second unit immediately.
They start sometimes.
If the Knicks can't do anything
It's
with
pretty
this
awesome.
team, then the Knicks can't do anything ever because this is
Bro.
the best team that they've had in a while.
This is
probably
the best team
that they've had
ever.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah.
Besides like the '94 team,
You can debate that this team might be better.
Team's
than
probably
that.
way
So
better
this
than
is
that.
this is the team that if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna do it with this team. So it's up to them. To
I mean,
capitalize on that.
realistically, like this is the year. I mean, the Pacers are nothing.
Yeah.
Celtics are not going to get Tatum back
What about the Spurs? Oh, you mean for the Eastern
in
Conference?
the East. Yeah, I mean,
What about the Bulls?
I don't think that they're not gonna.
You think the Cavs can? If you guys are,
I do
think
think we're
Cavs
better
can
than the
come back?
Cavs. I think we're better than the Cavs. We match up well against them, especially their double bigs. They got dominated by against Celtics with Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name?
This year, last year?
Quota? No, like last.
Cornette?
No, Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday's
Keita.
game. Yeah, I mean their
You're looking
double
at the wrong
bigs got
person, huh?
dominated by Keita. That guy was not even on the roster.
I'm so
until-
happy for Kate. I know we'll talk about this more in the NBA
He was
section.
insane. I mean, he was
Like,
dominating
he's been on our
Jared
team for a
Allen
bit,
and Evan
and-
Mobley, who make $5 billion, and
Love
he's
Jared
probably on like a
Allen.
vet minimum, and he's just dominating on the boards. That's why I'm not really super worried about the Cavs. Darius Garland's never done anything in the playoffs, and I don't think the Bulls will be able to keep this up. Otherwise, in the East, I mean, the Pistons have struggled. Magic,
Oh, what about the 76ers?
yeah,
They are
I don't know.
no, they are that Tyrese Maxey VJ Edgecombe
That team
duo
is-
is lethal.
it's
Forget about
lethal.
Embiid. Forget
And-
about
and
Embiid.
Q-Dot.
It might be
Sniper.
it might be lethal, but that team is still the unction. That team
Problem
will
with
not
Paul
be able
George.
to stay together very
It'll
long.
be interesting to see
Embiid's gonna have nothing to do with
what
their
changes
success.
when Paul George comes back.
True.
I do have a question. So, is this Knicks team better than the 1999 Knicks team?
I don't. I was like.
I wasn't
was
there.
negative
Well, I'm
5.
saying, listen to the names that you have on this team. Is
Owen's
more
a
the
big math
question.
guy today.
He is.
Yeah, you should start.
Rick Brunson moves the needle. Marcus
Rick
Camby,
Brunson.
Chris Childs, Ben Davis, Chris Dudley, Patrick Ewing, Alan Houston, Larry Johnson, Dennis Scott, Latrell Sprewell. Have a signed photo from Latrell Sprewell. Shout out Mr. Johnson, my English teacher, for giving me that. Kurt Thomas, Charlie Ward, Herb Williams, and David Wingate.
You know, Charlie Ward was the last Knicks first-round pick to get a second contract until R.J. Barrett.
That's insanity.
Isn't that absurd?
1999.
Yeah. So when he got that extension after being a rookie, the next rookie to get the second contract was R.J. Barrett.
So I realistically feel like this might
This
be...
team's better. I mean,
this team
Brunson.
is better.
I mean, Patrick Ewing is probably what argue the greatest Knick of all time. I'd
Yeah,
say
I would
Melo's,
say-
Melo's are not Melo. Brunson's already in the top 5 probably.
Yeah.
Arguably.
I
and
think,
you
it's probably Ewing
You could.
and Brunson.
Yeah, I'd say Clyde Frazier's in there.
Clyde,
think
it's
that's a-
Ewing, Clyde.
I think it's Ewing,
Brunson.
Brunson.
No, I think Clyde's over.
But I don't think
Brunson, and then
Brunson
I'd
is
say
close to
Championship.
Ewing.
I'd say
All right.
Brunson-
Long
Brunson over
story short,
Melo.
the Knicks are winning the NBA, the whole thing this year.
All right.